Hi everyone, this is Amy with Campus Integrity Group. Last week, my partner and I created part one of a case study breaking down 51 arrests of school staff during the summer of 2025. That is an 11-week period with 51 school staff arrests. Mind you, as of right now, had we done this again, we would be at over 60 arrests. In part one, we discussed what the data shows when compiled and the trends and takeaways gathered from it. Today in part two, we're going to discuss how to prepare, immediate response steps, Title IX processes, and additional recommendations. Here's a quick review of part one, but again, we strongly recommend that you watch it. From June 1st to August 15th, 2025, Campus Integrity Group identified 51 arrested school employees across the nation for sex-based criminal conduct with a student or students. Even when a district does everything right, it cannot fully eliminate the risk of serious staff misconduct. So what can school districts do to protect students and prevent incidents? Immediate informed response and, which we have discussed in the past, proactive prevention. First, we're going to talk about immediate informed response. Part one of our summer 2025 case study showed that schools nationwide routinely face sexual abuse and other serious complaints. From our previous video and also multiple posts on social media, if you click on this map or use the QR code, this will show you where every one of those 51 arrests occurred with a corresponding newspaper article explaining what the allegations were and what the results were. You may not expect it to happen in your own community, but you have to be ready to respond if and when it does. This is very important. When a new serious allegation comes in, don't improvise. Adopt district-wide written protocols for responding to emergencies and other serious allegations. You need to identify your district decision makers to lead the response. Designate a leader and an alternate leader. The latter is necessary in case your first leader is not available. And give decision makers a clear playbook. What to do, when to do it, who will do it, how to do it, etc. When you respond to sexual misconduct allegations, there is specific protocol, which includes some key elements that should always be part of that response. So these immediate steps should occur within the first 24 to 48 hours. You need to ensure student and staff safety, document the report, the who, what, where, when, and notify required parties, Child Protective Services, law enforcement, parents and guardians, district leaders, and Title IX coordinators as needed. Your next steps in your misconduct response efforts are to reassess safety and support, identify and collect time-sensitive evidence, follow up with law enforcement and other outside agencies, and make your Title IX assessment. For longer-term actions, you need to investigate, continue documenting all of your steps along the way, communicate with the parties and law enforcement, and continue to reassess safety and support. If the case is deemed Title IX, make sure all procedures are followed. Here are some important Title IX reminders. If the authorities are involved, pause briefly before conducting interviews so that you don't step on their toes. There are other investigative steps you can pursue. For example, you can contact students' parents or guardians for consent to speak with them. You can design your investigative plan and other such things. You need to provide written notice to both the complainant or complainants and respondent or respondents and all new parties identified during the investigation, such as first-hand witnesses. You need to keep the parties updated on your investigation timeline and procedures, and avoid issuing any disciplinary action until the investigation is complete. Here are some key takeaways. You need to move quickly, document everything, and prioritize student and staff safety. Mishandling serious complaints can lead to legal exposure and long-term harm for your entire school community. Now let's talk about proactive prevention. You need to review your policies and revisions often. Assess and strengthen those policies as often as needed, and then be sure to train your staff on any additions, updates, or changes that may have been made to those policies. Internal investigator training. Make sure your investigative teams are equipped with the tools, protocols, and best practices to conduct fair, thorough, and timely investigations. These include taking a trauma-informed and developmentally appropriate approach. Systemic risk assessment. Analyze past complaints, investigations, and community feedback to uncover patterns and develop targeted solutions toward your prevention and training efforts. This was discussed more in part 1. Climate and culture. Promote a culture of inclusion, respect, and accountability. Encourage open communication between students, staff, and administration. Here's an example of a civil lawsuit. A South Carolina student sued her school over the summer following the arrest of her math teacher. She alleges that the math teacher sexually abused the student for 2 years. A staff member observed concerning interactions between the student and that teacher, and instead of filing a report, they told the student to be careful because the math teacher had previously been caught making inappropriate comments to another student. After receiving an anonymous tip, the principal confronted the student. She was scared because the math teacher repeatedly told her to keep it a secret. The principal took no further action when she denied the allegations. Here are some priorities to immediately improve your response protocols. Document every serious complaint and follow your emergency response steps. Lead by example. Those involved in the immediate response to a serious complaint should not minimize those complaints, confront potential student victims, or fail to follow established procedures. Train everyone to report. All employees must know what to report, how, and where. Personal judgments about the credibility or severity of the concerns are irrelevant. Students also need to know how to report either a personal experience or something that they have observed that they feel is inappropriate. Raise community awareness. Teach staff and students about appropriate boundaries and offer several reporting options, in person, online, and anonymously. Centralize tracking and learn from it. Use one database for the entire investigative process. Review the trends, repeat locations and actors, and feed those insights back into training and supervision. School-based misconduct cases are complex and high stakes. We are here to help you navigate those cases. Campus Integrity Group is here to help you prepare with strong policies, training, and prevention strategies. Respond with trauma-informed, compliant investigative support, and prevent future harm through data-driven improvements and oversight. We'd like to take a quick opportunity to introduce our new marketplace. Campus Integrity Group now offers a wide selection of digital guides, videos, and checklists for purchase. Standard and customized versions are available. You could contact us or visit our website for more information on our newly published Immediate Response Guide. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can reach out to us through our website, www.campusintegritygroup.com. You can email us at info@campusintegritygroup.com or give us a call at 312-442-0665. And don't forget to schedule your free consultation. Thanks again. Have a good day.